Welcome back to Personal Finances for 9 to 5ers. I'm Amanda, founder of Living the Abundance, where I help you navigate your career, the workplace, the unwritten rules and politics behind it, and the money that comes with it to help you live literally your best, abundant, funded life. So we are now on this next layer of our financial pyramid. And again, your pyramid is going to look different. I hope that we all become high earners where we can fill up something in every bucket to take advantage of like every layer of this pyramid. But it's okay to just simply get started where you are. So in our last video, we talked about that first layer, which is investing in your 401k up into your employer match. And let's see, you've calculated that, you've done that, and you still have some additional funds, some additional coins to put into the market to get that money working for you. So what do we do next? So you'll notice this next layer is split between two different account buckets. And these are just places you're gonna go and put money to invest in things to continue to grow. They're on the same even playing field because again, everyone's financial situation is different. And so which one you may choose, if you have to choose between the two with your remaining funds, is gonna be up to you. There's no wrong answer, right? The most important thing you do is just get started, get something going so you can utilize the time on your side. And as you learn more, as you become more comfortable, then you can make a more educated decision. So option one on this level is an IRA, which is simply an individual retirement account. It's an account that, depending on your income, can come with tax benefits as you can contribute money pre-tax, which it will grow tax deferred, or after tax, also known as Roth, in which case it'll grow tax-free. If you are somebody who's in a certain high earner bucket, you can still get the benefits of depositing after tax money and having that grow tax-free by doing something we call a backdoor Roth IRA. We'll talk about that in a later video. But essentially there's a limit on how much money you can put into this account because of the potential tax benefits and things of that nature, which is $6,000 a year for your standard age folks. And if you're in the older bucket, you can get a little bit more in there. But the point being, that's one place you can do it. And again, the benefit being if you put it in pre-tax or after tax, right? The other side of it is what we call our HSA, which is a health savings account. Now, your health savings account, this is an option for you if you are on a high deductible insurance plan, through your employer. And essentially, it's an account that you can set aside money or your employer can also give you money, right? That can then be used to pay towards qualified medical expenses. So as somebody who wears glasses, I could have money contributed to this account, and I can then use that money to pay off my glasses, to pay off birth control, things of that nature. However, and this is where the benefit comes in, if you are someone who has, qualified medical expenses for your day-to-day life that you're able to pay for out of pocket, out of like your regular budget, then you can then utilize your HSA and make it another investing vehicle where you can put money in to get it working for you. Now, what does that look like? So as I mentioned, with an HSA, a health savings account, you can contribute money, right? And there's a certain bucket depending on if you're on a single person plan versus a family plan. You can contribute up to a certain limit, and your employer can also help with that. So for me, for example, with my employer, they give me X amount of money per year because I'm on the family plan, which then adds towards the limit of what I can contribute. So it kind of eases the burden for me to maximize off of it. So let's say between me and my employer, $5,000 goes into that pot, right? Because the limit this year is $7,300. I can decide, instead of using that money to spend towards medical expenses, I can take that money and put it into the stock market. And the great thing about that is it's taken out pre-tax. If I ever want to tap into that money to pay for medical expenses or to reimburse me for past medical expenses, I can get that money out tax-free. If I leave it in there, once I turn 65, then we have those minimal distributions that come out, and then it kind of operates as an IRA. But if I leave it and I only use it towards medical expenses in the future, it's like being able to put in money pre-tax and get tax-free gains off of it. Again, the big piece here is once I've knocked out investing in my 401k enough to the employer match, now I have a decision to make. If I have extra coins to still invest in, do I put it in an IRA, which has that $6,000 limit per year, or in my health savings account, which has, I believe it's $3,600 for single and $7,300 for family. I'll triple check that because the numbers increase with the years. But the point being, those are two additional layers that can help build up my financial pyramid. And again, there's no wrong decision. Pick something to get started. You can say, I'm going to put money in my IRA this year, and then next year I'm going to go to HSA and I'm going to go back and forth. That's fine. Over time, as you become more comfortable, then you will decide what you want your pyramid to look like. And it's okay if it's just a 401k. It's okay if it's just your HSA. If that's all you just decide you want to do, I'm okay with that. What's most important to me is that we just get started. We start to see momentum. We utilize time on our side. And then as we get more comfortable, more educated, we then expand and build our pyramid. And again, eventually I want us all to be making enough money that like we're putting something in every single one of these buckets, because they all have a place and a purpose to help you grow wealth. So I hope that was helpful. Follow along. We're going to get to the next layer of the pyramid in the next video, which is about maxing out your 401k up to the IRS limit.